first in the box this afternoon. The 1979 world champion Terry Griffiths, and alongside him
Ronnie O'Sullivan plays in a major final, and it's an atmosphere which Mark Selby will also relish. It's the sort of atmosphere for which you put in all those 3 centuries, including a total clearance of 143 to round off the match. Each day is different, but O'Sullivan is very cheery, and I think highly likely to play well. Failed there with the glancing escape, but it's always better rather than to hit it full in the face and leave another red on.
Wow, and a miss. Mark Selby 4.
Third time successful, and a nudge off the brown, which prevents Selby going at the long straight red. It's off the brown. Couldn't afford to attempt that pot because
had to be very accurate, very acute angle there for the red to go into the middle. He had to play it with a slight amount of pin.
in a pocket and rebounded to the side cushion, but perhaps Selby can still get to the potting angle. More difficult though than if it had been straighter.
Well, O'Sullivan's got 2 chopped up and the red's out, but you won't be happy until the black's back on this spot, of course.
1.
First ball potted after just over 6 minutes play. Selby's 8 points arising from 2 fouls by O'Sullivan.
Ronnie O'Sullivan 6.
Figured that
and that's held things up a little bit. There hasn't been many pots to go for. But there's no positive safeties on when you can split the reds up and then try and trap your opponent. It's all defensive stuff.
in their personal head-to-head, O'Sullivan leads 3-1, but Selby did win their China Open. He's played much better, much more consistently, with a more compact action.
Very good attempt. But Ron Selby can see the red just past the green. That will probably be his next shot.
Using the second red as a stopper.
He's up against a very strong safety play today, Mark Selby.
Yes, a player with the knack of winning a high percentage of the tight frames, and lately the tight matches. Screwing back to the ball cushion for safety if he happened to miss it.
Very much part of the safety game, that, the long potting. And with Ray Reid and saying how important that part of it is. Once in playing tight safety, you're always going to be a difficult opponent for anybody.
Mark Selby 1.
And he was. Ray Reid. 6 shreds available there. 3 or 4 cushions then. Judgment of pace just as important as the angle. Didn't want to go that side. He's left the red up now.
Mark Selby 4.
Not a bad attempt. It's a very difficult escape, that.
One.
Mark Selby earned this opportunity. Straight in the middle, that one.
8. Nine.
Not quite.
16.
He's on a red, but he's going to have to play a good shot. Run through the reds to try and stay on the black.
17.
I think that was a big ask then. It turns out he may be able to just cue this without going over there. Yes, he's okay. He's got a gap there for his cue to go through. If he was having to raise his bridge, this shot would have been a lot more difficult.
$24. 25.
Selby, unquestionably a player with a big match temperament. In the World Final against John Higgins at the Crucible last spring, he was 12-4 down at the end of the first day, but made a real fight of it before losing 18-13.
$33.
Performed brilliantly in front of an enormous crowd on the final night of the Masters at Wembley last month rather. Beating Stephen Lee 10-3.
40.
Championships.
Norton. 41.
His quarter-final victory here over John Higgins took him up to a provisional 4th. in the world rankings, above Higgins.
$47. $48.
Deliberately held the spot there to give himself a better angle at the red on the left of the pack of reds there.
53.
His first chance, this. He parted one red earlier on and snookered Ronnie O'Sullivan to create the opening.
54.
And the black would be enough to leave O'Sullivan needing one snooker.
$61. $60.
Which forced O'Sullivan into the mistake which has led to this frame-winning
69.
break.
$70.
Missed the cannon.
77.
It won't affect the outcome of the frame. But it did scupper his chance of a century. Nevertheless, Mark Selby will be quite happy with that. A break of 7.